think it's is that 51 or?
I can't do. These players have a knack for coming off at just the right angle that I can't see. 59, I believe.
That'd be Cyrus Gibson, 5'10", 160-pound freshman. As they tend to him on the sideline. Again, they are running the play clock and allowing, like I said, the clock to run. 3 minutes left here in the quarter, 51-14. Gate City in total control, and again, they are purposely just slowing the game down. As they come up now in the T formation, 2 tight ends, 3 backs in the backfield. Jenkins calls, and there's going to be a fumble, and I don't know if he got back on it or not. I don't think he did. It will be Lehigh football. Problem with the exchange between Jenkins and the center. In the center is Jaden Castle, and the fumble there. So second turnover of the night for Gate City, and they will go on defense. Lehigh will be on the Gate City 25-yard line as the clock runs. 2:30 left here in the third quarter.
Speaking of clock running, 2:59 to go up at Wise, and they still lead Union 21-7.
One back in the backfield as they're going to give it up the middle for Lehigh. He's going to pick up maybe about two yards. That's going to be Jaden Spain. And clock. And there's going to be a penalty. That's going to go against number 54, Richard Lavelle.
And it looked like, Joe, he was celebrating that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure I understand that. It looks like the coaches are asking him the same thing, kind of.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. And actually, they're going to call it both ways. So offsetting penalties, Gate City and Lehigh. So, of course, they happen after the play. So nothing, no harm, no foul almost. Second down and about 7 yards for Lehigh. They've got the football on the Gate City 22-yard line. Blue Devils lead 51-14. The clock is running, and they'll snap it right with about a minute left here in the quarter. Once again, Lehigh going foot to foot with one deep back and 2 wings. And they're going to give it, and it's going to come around the right-hand side. Great tackle. That was number 77. That's Cameron Dolan, the 5'10", 180-pound freshman. As he wrapped him up there pretty quick and didn't let him get out. So about a loss of 4 yards on the play, 3rd down and 10.
Tennessee High scored. They take a 21-14 lead over Crockett. That's really surprising me.
The Vikings, we saw them in the preseason, had the makings of a pretty good football team. Of course, you saw them week 1 against Dobbs-Bennett. They didn't look very good then, but most everybody's not looked good against Dobbs-Bennett. But anyway, they pretty good football team. As the clock continues to run, we're about to go to the fourth quarter. 9, 8, 7. Don't think they'll get the playoff here before the end of the quarter, and they will not. So we've played 3 quarters. Gate City in complete control. It's 51-14. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Are you ready to retire? Or are you currently retired and not happy with your investments? Are you looking for a retirement specialist that cares about you and your needs? Look no further than James River Advisors. Our local office in Gate City is managed by Edwin Cox, and he is ready to take care of all of your needs. He believes in establishing long-lasting relationships with his clients based on trust. Edwin is ready to take care of your financial planning needs, college planning, investments, and much, much more. Give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, that's 276-690-8014. He's located at 122 East Jackson Street next to Dollar General in Gate City.
All right. And we're back here live from Legion Field. It's 51-14. Folks, we were talking with the Big Blue Boosters at halftime. They had 19 tickets left. They only have 3 now left. So if you want to get in, they're giving away $10,000 worth of cash in 2 weeks from tonight. Make sure that you contact us, contact the Boosters. Again, they are 3 tickets. Chris, the power of advertising.
Joe, if you win or when you win that money, you going to get us those jackets you've been talking about?
Yeah, Gate City Sports Radio will be styling and profiling. All right, so clock runs as, again, the handoff's going to go around the left-hand side to Clark. Clark is going to get down almost into the end zone. He's down to about the 2-yard line. Again, that will be Bryce Clark. Luke Stokes with the tackle saved the touchdown as Lehigh will have the ball first and goal on the Gate City 2-yard line. Chris, it's almost been just ho-hum here in the second quarter and second half. You know, Gate City's just taking care of business.
They are, and, they're letting Lehigh, or not letting, but Lehigh's able to move the ball now with the second string in. But they're still, they're getting experience, they're getting reps, they're stopping them.
As you mentioned, they are now in the end zone. Give him 6. That will be number 7. That is Tanner Laster with a 2-yard touchdown run for Lehigh. So that will get the score to 51 to 20. And Chris, it's within 35, so the clock.
It's going to stop now.
Going to start stopping. Going to start stopping.
Going to start stopping.
So.
Do you put starters back in?
Well, no.
I probably would not.
No, be hard to fathom that. But anyway, into the ball game will be Parkey for Lehigh to attempt the extra point. Again, 51 to 20. See if he can pull them within 30. Snap, hold is down, and it's up and good.
With lots of room to spare.
You know, Chris, that's one thing I'll have to say about pretty much everybody we've seen this year has had quality kickers.
Well, like I said earlier, that's my one of my major concerns with Gate City. They're less than 50% on their extra points. They've left 5 points, almost a touchdown basically, tonight on the field that's supposed to be automatic.
Well, and if we do happen to get into the playoff mixture, those 7 points, 6 points, 5 points, pretty pivotal, especially as if we are taking on some of these teams like we're talking about with like a Richlands and a Union and Ridgeview and some of those teams. So
it's a small deal right now, but that's the difference in a continuous clock or not.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very true. So 10:58 left, 51-21. Of course, if you had the over and under at 71, you should have took the over.
Joe, things are right in the world again. Happy Valley now leads Sullivan North 14-8 at the end of 3.
And, we remarked early in the season, of course, when they had that 3-game road stretch, they would spot everybody, then they would come back.
Right.
So now at home they take the lead, and then they let everybody come back. So Parkey will kick off for Lehigh, and he's going to onside it. And
he's got it.
And it's going to be – it was touched by Lehigh. Did it go 10 before he touched it?
Yeah, I think a Gate City player touched it earlier, and it went through his hands. So should be Lehigh ball, I would think.
I think the officials are asking the coaches their opinion.
Gee, I wonder what they're going to say.
So, I don't think the officials know.
Joe, 1:29 to go up at Wise. Touchdown Union, extra point no good. Wise Central leads 21-13, 1:29 to go.
A barn burner up on the hill in Wise. So 10:50 left. Gate City's got their defense on the field. The officials are still talking about what Lehigh touched it, but like you said, I'm not sure if the Gate City player went through his hands. Did he actually touch it?
I think he did.
Okay.
I was hoping either way, it went 20 yards down the field. So I'm really not sure what the debate's over.
Well, you talked about earlier, maybe Applebee's or La Coretta. So, and they're marking it back to.
So that makes me think it's going to be Gate City ball.
So he recovered it around the 38-yard line. So they back it up to the
49,
and they give it to
the ball. I have no idea what we just saw happen.
Power high rides as they give it to Clark. He goes around the right-hand side, really wrapped up well by the Blue Devils. In on the stop was number 61 and number 64, Austin Roberts, and Hunter Lawson in on the stop for Gate City.
Let me voice that play again, see if I'm wrong, if I've missed something. Lee kicked off and recovered the ball on about the 37-yard line of Gate City. So then the referees moved the ball back to the 49-yard line and still give Lee the ball. Is that what you saw?
Well,
with no flags.
After this play, we'll see. Power eye left, and Clark will get in all the way down to the 6-yard line. Power eye left. He had a big hole. Again, Lehigh scoring some yards here in mop-up time. But, yeah, the Lehigh player, it went through the Gate City player's hand, looks like. And
so it's a live ball.
And, Chris, here comes your notion of the starters are back in the ball game.
But the ball, so it's a live ball, and Lee falls on it. So the referees pick the ball up with no flags and move them back about 15 yards.
Well, that was that mystery 8-yard holding call from the spot of the foul of a face mask. So.
But if there's no flags, shouldn't it either be where Lee downed it or Gate City ball?
They didn't go to either one of those. So power eye left as Clark will get in the end zone as Gate City put their first team back in, and Lehigh scores. So, Chris, what do you? A little bit of.
Who scored that, Joe?
That would be Clark. That would be Bryce Clark from 2 yards out.
It's his second touchdown tonight.
Second touchdown again in mop-up time. But Gate City put their first team back in for a play, and Lehigh still scored. So it's 51-20. Oh, he missed the extra point, though. Hit the left upright, bounced back. 51-27. So the Generals have scored 27 points, and I don't think Gate City's too happy about that.
Warriors recover an onside kick up at the Wise Central Union game. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around that kickoff we just saw. I really can't justify or explain what just happened there.
Well, I can't either.
I mean, if anything, it hurt Lee and helped Gate City, but I don't understand why they did that.
So have they went to where you touch it, you stop, that's it? It's not that you get the ball. Okay, we're going to stop it. We touched it there. Oh,
Lee. So Gate City touched it there, so that's where Lee got the ball.
But unlike you, I think it went through his hand. I don't even think he touched it.
Remind me to ask the coaches about that Wednesday night, because now I'm genuinely curious.
All right, so Gate City, like I said, they put their first team back in on defense, looking for the onside kick this time. They've got their hands team in. Back deep will be Levi Roten. Yeah, this is off the track. We're way off the track here. All right, Parkey will kick off. Gate City's got 7 up on the front, and Parkey is going to onside it once again. But see, Lehigh touched it right there on the.
It touched it on about the 45,
He touched it and he patted it that way.